And look at this, Katomi's walking into a mess, as that's likely the first blood, and they're probably going to give it to Quinn.
I mean, that's nasty. The Viper.
Oh my God.
First blood for the Viper.
Maureen with the instant double, well played. He's like, oh God, I'm already versus Viper, and you give him first blood.
Good luck, Mr. Earthshaker. Good luck.
This definitely feels like it's the hardest test for Entity. I think they have to cause pretty much just cause havoc and cause crazy stuff all over the map. Watson, I've seen him do magic on his Pudge before, but yeah, this definitely feels like it's, like you said on the first game on ultra hard mode, but this one even more so than anything. Let's see if they can make the magic happen, because it looks like a really stable and very comfortable draft that we see gaming go for this time around. The Viper, a little bit different, but I mean, you can see the reason why. It's a really good pick for it. As Fishman, Quinn will get another. Oh.
What?
Oh my God. Oh.
On the first blood +1 for Quinn. He's turning up to lane with 2 kills, and he's a Viper against the Shaker.
I mean, he has a bottle right at the start, so he can literally probably just freely spam poison attack when he wants to at some point.
Well,
all right.
As I said, good luck to Maureen.
Good luck, Maureen, my friend. And let's see how the lane ends up going in bottom for Pudge. The one thing Pudge does have going for him versus like Darkseer and stuff like that, of course, it's going to be the Flesh Heap to try to block all this damage, but overall, definitely a comfortable position for the side of game. And nice hook by Watson.
Nice little hook.
He's probably got him.
Grenade out. And indeed.
Woo, Fairy Fire. But the Fatal Bonds, is it enough?
Hit Ace. Hit him.
Hit him faster.
Hit him.
Faster.
Hit him.
Not quite.
No, it's not going to be enough. Tofu's going to live.
But another hook.
And another hit. This time.
Got him.
Got it. I mean, if he keeps hitting these hooks.
Now he has to keep hitting these hooks. Because I mean, top lane, let's see how they're able to withstand the pressure. Let's see what Katomi can actually do. This is kind of cool because you do have plays here with this Muerta versus the Clockwork, right? He can always get the fear off to disengage and protect Amar. So let's see what they can get up top. Mid, I think this one is going to be there. This is a struggle. We might see some good denies coming out from Maureen in the first few levels, but as it progresses, it gets pretty.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as there's the 2 points in the poison attack, it should be lane over.
Pretty much. So we'll have to see what he looks to do, and if maybe they do some crazy like rotation stuff, who knows? But still, some very, very nice hooks coming up from Watson. Now though, Amar.
Nice lead in for Celery with the battery, so they're going to get both of these.
Oh boy. Duracho? Okay, stand in the middle. There you go. Well, I guess he didn't connect the dead shot onto the battery assault. The Celery, so he's able to stick on him, and they hit level 2 first on the side of Gaiman.
Quinn able to shove the wave in. To these water rings. Another hook, another hit. Watson, he don't miss.
And that's a good upheaval, too.
Yeah, but the Fatal Bond's down in the upheaval, they'll be able to chase down towards Tofu. Tofu will manage to cover the disruption and the poison, so Watson won't manage to stay on top of him.
Doesn't connect the third one.
But they're hitting their spells good down here.
They are. And look, I mean, Macaron's last hits on these first few waves hasn't really missed too many. Maybe he's going to do the same thing that he did on Primal Beast.
I think you do, right. You
play a different game.
Waves.
Yeah, just drag waves to neutrals or something like that. Who knows? Yeah, he's actually maybe going to be able to meet it. Not really quite behind the tower.
And back down bottom. They do get the kill.
Another one.
Actually, okay, he was denying to tower.
Okay.
Still, a little bit of goal for the 2 of them down there.
I mean,
denied him. For Fishman, right, in terms of the timer, he got granted the kill.
Yeah, he did it probably a little bit too soon dying to that tier 2, so it gives it up. Okay, I mean, last hits, looking pretty good.
You can't improve until you make mistakes.
Yeah, we'll see if this continues like this, but I mean, yeah, if Maureen continues to get a good trade with Quinn mid, definitely some of the effectiveness of the Viper picks, it's going to be lost.
Yeah.
You would expect.
Another hook.
And through the upheaval as well. There's no escape for Tofu.
Nope.
He'll disrupt himself, but
look at him go.
They're making this lane look fantastic. This Pudge Warlock combo. What a safe lane.
Yeah. He's already level 3, so he's got the point now in the Flesh Heap, so he can actually just tank this Ion Shell pretty effectively. So pretty nice. Mid did get sent back to base, but still, look at those last hits. Holding his own. Of course, there's always going to be, in the mid-game and stuff like that, the Nether Toxin, right? Disabling the passives. That still is going to be a problem for the Earthshaker a lot of the times, but not bad at all. I mean, actually very good for the side of Entity in these first few waves.
I know, absolutely. Impressive stuff from the play. I mean,
yep.
Mauri turned up to a lane against a Viper that got given 2 kills before the creeps met, and he's come out like this so far. He's going to be happy. He's doing very well against Quinn.
Yeah, now he did lose pretty much a full wave, though, so he's going to start. But look at he's trying anything that he can in order to make this be able to work out for him. I mean, this Fissure Block's going to get it on his side again.
On top lane, they nearly get Duracho.
Oh,
Amar's going to tank a few tower hits. He's got Fishman coming over to help as well. Turns with the plasma field. See if Katsuomi can finish Celery off.
does he actually live?
Got a dead shot.
Nope.
And he's in range. Takes him out. Gets the trade.
Nice shot. Tofu looking to pressure Malrone. TP's coming in though. The Warlock's here. Quinn.
Quinn can't push on for the kill anymore.
Maybe for Fishman.
Fish is up.
He's okay. Now the Viper effect is happening. Level 5. Malrone cannot step up at all. Another hook, but just onto a neutral.
I mean, down bottom. Is this going to be a lane where, you know, can Watson be left on his own now? How easy is it for Gaming Gladiators to get aggressive against the Pudge with 2?
They definitely can. I don't think he's going to get left alone. I think you just send with Fishman back, and he's just going to look to TP around. I think you still want to look to play the Warlock down here, because you've got kill threat with that Warlock down there. If you don't have the Warlock, you can't actually post kills onto this SD or Darkseer. I think for Ace, it's unlikely that he does go down another time down here, but Tofu's still definitely killable. Up people to farm. Should be able to clear out this hard camp down bottom. Celery will find Amar top. Quick kill of the Cog.
The blood grenade. Quite enough to stay on top of them. Down bottom.
They got majority of that stack. Ace, if there's a hook land. Oh, he actually gets it!
Oh, that's a beauty right there!
Oh, can't finish him off though. That was sick. That like curved almost, it looked like.
He don't miss them, Watson.
No.
Doesn't get the kill, but the hooks hit. The ones that he's hitting, they're hitting good.
Oh, the poison, the double poison stacks. Brutal. Oh, we gotta see that one.
Angle.
Look at this. That looks pretty cool. Fishman off of this, he's trying to make his way over again to look for these Wisdom Runes. As we've seen now, both games, they have been able to deny or take away both of the first Wisdom Runes as these supports.
And after, as you said, those first few minutes, first few waves of balance in the mid lane, yeah, the Viper effect in full effect.
Oh yeah, and the tower now starting to get pressure too. Tofu actually just lingering in the area to apply even more pressure. Celery too. And the thing about this Shaker, it's not just the lane that's going to be complicated, right? The clockwork is going to make his game also very difficult for this Earthshaker. And
they've got the setup. The supports are here. Tofu.
Farewell.
Buying time for Celery to close in. Quinn's going to be able to kick out the damage. Another kill for Quinn.
Yeah, Watson has to cancel TP, and this tower, it might actually just fall. Holding the creep wave with the illusions.
It's definitely going to feel a bit frustrating for Maori. Now having to deal with a Viper mid, and then a Viper mid plus 2 supports looking for you beyond the tower. This is a frustrating part of the map for the Shaker to turn up to.
Another hook, another connection. Ace, he's got a bite at the ready once he pops Surge. Nice vacuum.
Very well played with the vacuum.
Very smart. Both, I mean, this is just clean identification. They both just know exactly what they're going for. And it was double Wisdom Rune again for the side of Entity, by the way. But the lanes, they are starting to play out. Watson having a good time, but the other 2 lanes definitely suffering. Amar does have to be careful. Celery's level 5 already.
Level 3 battery, so it's a lot of damage.
Amar, can he get away? Oh, the dead shot doesn't push Celery away.
He's got the 1 charges, but this battery assault is going to be too much for Amar.
Oh, did Amar get the thing? I think he got the thing that happens when you click on the low ground and you try to path him back in. I think he's dead anyway, but whatever.
Let's get back over towards the mid. It's going to be another bit of pain and suffering here for Maureen.
Yeah, I mean, you very clearly see why he's like last pick Viper. You're disgusting. Tofu. Bringing it to Katomi. And he gets the kill. And they actually finished off Quinn. They will. Watson turns up.
I mean, Watson and Fishman, they're carrying right now.
All right, Watson has his work cut out for him for sure this game because he is a Pudge versus that TB carry. It used to be a little bit better for the Pudge, but nowadays it does feel a little bit harder to actually counteract this.
Celery.
Oh, not again. Amar.
He's found Amar. Amar this time does have Fishman by
Wait, does it Golem?
Golem's going to be dropped. Get the plasma field starting to Celery. They'll punish the clock this time round. The numbers turn up, and Entity, they'll take Celery down.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, Fishman. He's part of all 7 kills. Similar to his Warlock performance from before. I don't know if they expected a Golem to come in right there. Bailing Amar out.
Yeah, definitely one of these support players that was playing Warlock before it was cool.
True.
And we're seeing it in these couple of games that he's brought it out the series.
Tofu, I mean, this is just bullying. The level 5 Earthshaker, he just wants level 6. He'll get it. Does have to watch every single time he does go for any type of echo plays or anything versus the Viper, this Nether Toxin. Always going to be another extra element of pain. And they don't really have stacks for him either. That's what I was checking out. I think the times that I saw from gaming when they've been playing this Earthshaker, they consistently have like 5x Ancient stacks and 5x Hardcam for the Echo just to get the farm. So a tough recovery outlet even for poor Malrine as well. Power Rune. Taken.
Gonna go for the smoke here, the two supports Kato.
Okay. Oh, and they're bringing Watson top 2.
They want to try and turn things around here with Amar. As Celery's attempted to set up once more, he's going to get punished. Once again, Entity doing their best to make sure that Celery can't get away with these attempted lead-ons that he was being so successful with earlier on when he was going for Amar. Last 2 times, Amar's brought in the backup.
Yeah, it looks like they're sending potentially all 5 heroes to try to take out top tower. Actually, Malrine's still going to continue jungling, but should be able to put some good pressure up here. But is there going to be a reaction? We'll see. Quinn, he takes out the mid tower, so he could think about it. And he is.
I see Fishman here. Definitely one of the more mobile Warlock supports we've seen, it feels. He is up and down the map. He is everywhere.
He's a core. He's got the same net worth as his Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Quinn.
They're on Duracho.
I mean,
they got him.
Dead. So Gaming Gladiators still decide to fight into this, but they've just lost their carry. Entity, they're thinking about going for the Twin Grade. He's going to get a hook. He's going to get Tofu up towards the high ground. It's going to be another kill for them. They should lose Watson as we get caught in the cogs.
Quinn might clean everything up here.
Steller with a hook shot forward. He's in on top of Fishman. Ace is around to help out with the Iron Shell damage. Kataomi is going to go for the TP. Not going to make it. Celery in with the battery assault. Puts a stop to the escape of Kataomi. Gaming Gladiators. Be able to get a pretty good revenge there for losing Duracho, and indeed ends up going down to the neutral crease. The Mud Golems doing Fishman a favor.
Not bad. They're being super, like we said, they had to cause havoc. They have to be crazy this game. So far, they are causing that craziness, but still Gaming coming out a bit ahead here after getting these kills. Quinn just cleaning up. You could see as soon as that hook comes out, Quinn's like, oh, baby. I'm going to be the one to be able to go for Watson. And Ace quickly makes his way up there and quickly back to bottom to continue this pressure. They keep their tower alive.
Yeah, they're going to look immediately for another play by the looks of it. Both Quinn and Celery smoking up as they sweep over towards the mid.
Looking to protect the Duracho a little bit here. Another power rune.
Viper strike back online. Celery's got a hook shot in less than 10.
What killed Ace's courier? Neutral creepers? Oh, whatever. I don't know what killed it. Oh, just let him farm. Oh, you bullies!
Under the tier 2. Celery's ready to go.
Straight up bullying. But it makes sense, right? They're completely just crippling this Earthshaker's potential to get any type of farm. He still is doing, I mean, okay in the terms of like he's gonna have his blink at an okay timing, but look at his items. Like usually it's the treads into blink. He's got boots and a wind lace, just desperate to get this timing. Should be able to finish this tower up top though.
I guess on the plus side, friend.
Oh, I say that. Duracho is actually.
They want to try and.
Okay, never mind.
Nah, he doesn't want to start a fight here. I mean, Fishman's got the Warlock Golem back online. Watson, he's about 1,100 gold, just under that, away from his full Aghanims.
And that is the positive, right? He has got to have an Aghanims at a good timing, and not only is it an Aghs, it's an Aghs with a nice Fatal Bonds around it too. So could be the potential if they're not ready for it. Doesn't feel easy though versus a lot of these heroes. Even though you'll block some of the damage, as they mentioned, Clockwork is always annoying.
He's walking straight in on this. He's not going to get away with this time. Walks in, they get the hook.
Nicely done.
And Watson claims another. 5 Flesh Sheep stacks already here for the punch.
He gets these last hits too. Very important for him to get that timing for his Aghs. And a Midas for the Razor. Amar looking for the recovery. 11 to 13. I mean, quite a lot of kills. 24 already in this early game. Wisdom Runes. Looks like they'll be the next choice. And he says, screw the blink. Oh, we gotta have some type of skill and potential.
All right, Shaker with the Midas.
All right. Don't do this at home, kids.
All right. I mean, if they can keep the game going.
I don't know. You know how I feel about some of these Midases. But I mean, maybe it's in a state of the game where he just feels like they need it.
I mean, I guess you should say, you know, there's a nether toxin, and it's just a game he doesn't want to jump in and echo.
Yeah, true.
He just wants to scale, get the items, and eventually the echoes will be ready to come out. But until that point, Marion going to hope that the team can keep this game going for him long enough to scale.
At least he has a very active playmaker from his one position, right? So he doesn't actually have to be that super playmaker as an Earthshaker. Watson is doing that. He's got 6 of the kills.
And they do have 2 supports that scale pretty nicely, right?
This is true.
These 2 supports can kind of become their own carries.
That is actually true.
We'll look them away.
Yeah, we'll have to see if this Midas actually works. Ags, it's online. Watson. Him and Fishman can definitely wreak havoc right now. Solo Crest is also done.
These 2 kind of alone have been carrying the game.
They really have been.
So far from their lane to the movements that they've made.
Hook. It lands.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna get Quinn. Celery's gonna jump in and try and help out. But the Fatal Bonds are out, so is the Golem. As Fishman sends it in onto Quinn, they're gonna get the 2 of them. I mean, he just doesn't miss these hooks.
I mean, he saw him walking up, I guess, but
somehow found the chance to get the echo off onto the 2 of them. TP's coming in. Watson, he's looking for an angle with the hook. He's going to get the grab onto Ace, but Ace is already able to keep the distance. And Watson is pretty low. They'll lose Marine. Amar, wrapping around from the side. Plasma field out into Tofu. They'll get the Shadow Demon. Dude, Watson's carrying hard.
He's carrying so hard. I think, well, I mean, he's missed like, I think 1 or 2 total, but pretty much all the important ones have hit.
Yeah, this is some of the most impressive early game carry punch we've seen in, like, forever.
Absolutely. And look, mid. I mean, the Golem. It's gonna die. Doesn't get the last hit though for Celery. And we see that Fatal Bonds, of course, coming into play. Quinn actually had to Viper Strike the Golem in an attempt to survive.
That's pretty wild. I mean, Watson, of course, just gonna go Ags into the BKB.
Sure.
Honestly, in these fights, as long as Fishman gets at least the Fatal Bonds off, if Watson can walk in with the Ags and his BKB popped, Gaming Gladiators, they're gonna lose heroes.
Absolutely. Duracho is getting quite a bit of time to farm off of all this, though, so Quinn, as he does die, Duracho takes the space. And Ace still getting quite a bit of farm. What is Ace actually? Oh, okay, does the disassemble play for the pipe, so they do have a way to now protect themselves versus this pudge damage a little bit here on the side of Gaming Gladiators.
Ethan's done as well for the Shadow Demons, so a bit easier to get the save off.
But 14 to 14, I mean, yeah, causing havoc, causing all these plays all over the place has been very nice so far.
That time he's going to put the Pierce the Veil, attempt to get away from this all, but he'll go down. Watson.
Here comes Watson.
He's able to walk up and get the bite off on a Tofu. They're in with a hook shot, but again, this damage from the rod, the supports, they cannot take it. Both of them to fall. Quinn trying to bring down Fishman. Fishman's just going to opt for the TP out, and he's away. Ace not able to stop it. Amar's trying to stand his ground against Quinn with the static link, but Quinn, he'll survive, and Amar will fall.
Uh-oh, Watson could also be in trouble.
I mean,
Quinn.
He's got bite back up in a few seconds.
Can Quinn keep the distance?
He's going to turn into try and stand his ground with the rot and the bite.
The hook! Oh my goodness, he gets it!
He's got the bite! Is he going to be able to kill Quinn? Not quite. Quinn will live. Triple kill for him. The Pipe Aura definitely coming into play there from Ace.
Ace drops everything. Pipe Aura drops even the Seeds of Serenity, the Verdurous Dale on the floor to try to protect his buddy. All the little things. Quinn, this time reigns supreme. Another beautiful hook, but not quite enough damage to finish off Quinn.
And once he's got this Mage Slayer online, it's going to make the damage output and potential of Watson that much smaller.
That was the old traditional counter when we did see the Pudge versus these Illusion heroes. We just start to see the rise of the Mage Slayer, so definitely understanding that. As Quinn gets his bottle refilled, can keep his place on the map, he also potentially is going to get a power rune too. I mean, they're continuing to make all this craziness happen, but in the meanwhile, like we said, Duracho, he's having all the freedom in the world because they're having to put a lot of attention to deal with what Quinn is able to do with this Darkseer and everything too.
I mean, all 3 cores, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much neck and neck on the side of Gaming Gladiators. They're all equally farmed.
I'm just still watching Watson. I think they just have to keep going for these type of plays with the hooks.
Try and find Katomi. We'll get safe for now with the hook of Watson. Amar's turning back in. Forced down to the low ground. Celery's away. They get the blast to Ace. It's a bigger kill, a bigger target. They get the catch or try and run, but the damage is done. Ace falls.
I love that they're keen to just fight. Like, Watson is not farming now at this point. He's just like, yep, you guys are going to run into us. I have to be there to try to react.
I just want to keep farming heroes.
Yep.
2,000 gold in towards the BKB right now.
They saw him.
He's farming in quite a risky position.
There's a blink on Shaker.
I mean, Amar, he's in with the link. Duracho tries to turn and stand his ground, but they've got the control. Big kill here for Entity as they're keeping the gap closed. It's only a 1k lead right now for Gaming Gladiators. Entity against a very tough draft, coming in with a fantastic bit of play this game.
I mean, it's just these gorgeous rotations. They're just, like you said, they're looking to kill heroes. that ward that they have placed defensively on their Ancients catches the vision. And now the Blink Dagger timing, it's honestly not even that bad for all things considered with him having a Midas. He's actually gotten it a pretty okay.
I mean, yeah, they're ready to scale. It's to line up with double Midas.
Yep. And a level 12 Warlock. He's pretty much a core. Solo Crest double Wraithband. Looking to continue being active. I believe this ward did spot them there for a hot second, so unlikely they'll get a catch here, but slowing down any type of aggression or potential here from the scaling. That kill on Dyrachyo, pretty big. How's the... Okay, Echo's up and it's level 12. So Earthshaker does have massive amount of damage. Tons of team fight as we see coming out from Entity.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
How far on Mage Slayer? He's got it done. Yeah, Quinn is the biggest issue.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's super tough to take down, especially if he has Ace by his side. He is not an easy kill.
I feel like all these 4 positions keep getting blessed with Eye of Vizier. Tofu finds another one, so very far distance he can play in the back of these fights. Entity, smoking, looking for a battle again. Level 12 also on Katomi.
It's been hit by the scan though. Gladiator's going to know the angle that Entity are looking to strike from.
Celery playing between his cores.
Maybe Watson can still get a hook.
Of course he can.
Every single time. This man don't miss. He don't miss.
+1, up to 11 now. 22 strength bonus. He's getting fairly durable now. Also has himself the strength fan brace, so a bit of magic resist versus Quinn. And he takes the wisdom rune for himself.
Should be on track to get the BKB done before the next fight.
I missed me some Watson Pudge. I mean, we used to see it a lot, but jeez, I mean, it's landing absolutely everything. Yeah, him and Fishman literally the entire reason that they're in this game.
And always cool to see it being picked in these moments, right? That game 3, the game you could be going home on. You know, they make the call. What is their best sort of, you know, a secret trick that they have up their sleeve? It's the Watson Pudge.
And they kind of like, they flexed it a little bit too, right? They had like the Muerta pick that kind of, it could have been, but no. As soon as he saw the Viper, he's just like, no, it's a better Pudge game.
I mean, yeah, and so far we're seeing that in practice. Right?
Absolutely.
It's absolutely the correct call for them. I don't know if they would have been able to survive through this early game if they were trying to, you know, rally around a Muerta, desperately trying to get that farm in the early moments. They needed something active. They needed something like the Watson Pudge.
No, agreed. Because bottom lane would have probably been an absolute disaster if it was a Muerta, because he could have just gotten run down. The fact that it was the Pudge, able to just block all this damage, get these hooks, yeah, it's kind of been everything for both him and the Warlock. So Roche will be claimed, though, from Gaming Gladiators. Quinn, he's going to grab that one, continue to be unbelievably tanky.
Let's see how much they want to try and push it at Gladiators. That Aegis on Quinn.
Aegis on Quinn and a full Scotty now in Dyrachyo, too, so he can actually look to get involved with this team, and yeah, the side position is problematic for Pudge. Although Watson does have his BKB finished already, and he's got the 15 spell lifesteal talent. So maybe a bit more survivability that catches Gaming off guard. Yeah, just keeping it consistent, just like, it's only been ping-ponging between, what, like a 1 and 2K lead for Gaming.
They might check out the tree line. Marin's trying to hide in here, but Celery... He's still going to try for it with a hook shot, but it's not on the mark.
Watson.
He's eyeing up the potential for an easy hook. Celery is able to get out with the 4 stuff. They're going to drop the column for Celery. They want this clockwork dead, and they'll get it.
Oh my God. Wicked sick on Fishman.
So if they can go for more, Watson.
They're keeping aggressively.
They're going to use the buyback here. Gaming Gladiators, they want to try and take this fight a hook. This time is going to be off the mark. Watson's not quite able to get the hook back on Dyrachyo. He's going to be caught pretty deep. He's trying to weave his way through the tree line to get away from this, but Dyrachyo...
Nice force.
Only going to get a few hits in with the Metamorphosis. Kataomi still gets caught once again by the Scud. He hits the hook. Is it going to be enough to save him? He's getting slowed an awful lot. I mean, they chased him pretty far here for the support line. They even dropped the wall to try and get Kataomi. He's going to be able to make his way around the wall. He's out of that.
And the supports on the north side.
They will lose Malrine. Tries for a TP out. He goes down, but in return, you see that Gaming Gladiators, they've lost the 2 of their supports. Ace, even considering getting up towards the high ground.
Is under attack.
Persistent chase forward. They felt their strength there on Gaming. Nice fissure to kind of split them off there, but then at the end of the day, Malrine does get caught on the end of it.
They did have to buy back for that, though. There was a buyback from Celery.
A dieback, in fact.
Yeah. Out for a pretty long time, so space to be made here.
And somehow Amar top net worth.
He's got so much money here with his Midas. I mean, he's got, what, 4K gold in the bank. He's considering... I mean, will he buy this straight at BKB or the Satanic? Does it, you know, what do we got going on next for Amar, do you think?
Probably still just the BKB, because then he can probably just bypass the rest of the stuff and try to get on top of the TV. Yeah, he commits for it.
BKB's on the way up.
Yep. Double BKBs on the cores. That's still very impressive stuff so far, what they've been able to do.
We have the blink done on Quinn.
Ooh, okay. I guess he's feeling he's getting kited a little bit too much. These force staffs, these fissures and everything. They do have what? Double force? Yeah, double force.
Still 2 minutes on the Aegis.
Yeah, let's see if they do look to group up or push to anything forward with that. Lanes. Yeah, lanes are actually in a pretty okay position here for Entity. Yeah, they're shoving it in. Even Fishman using just the Fatal Bonds to keep everything shoved out a little bit here.
All right, are we going to see some cool tech here? Because Kataomi, he wants to get the Aghanims.
Okay.
So what's the plays with this?
That's a great question. This thing does way too many things. It's complicated.
Like, is it for offensive potential, defensive potential? You know, what's the big stuff you can do with a parting shot? Because we don't get to see this much, if at all.
We'll have to see. I think this one has just too many weird plays that you can do with it. It's tough to really say.
Radiant are scanning.
I think I've only seen it used like once in a way where it's not just like a 4-second stun. I think usually I just see it used as a disable. Quinn trying to get very aggressive here. Vacuum will not connect either.
I mean, they're bringing in the TPs. They want to try and hold this tier 2. So he's trying to dissuade Gaming Gladiators from pushing for more. I mean, get Gladiators. They're bringing in the 2 waves, bottom lane, and with Duracho working on the mid.
Fishman showing himself celery.
We'll see if he gets the hook shot.
He's got force stabs though.
Can he get away from this? Good pushback with the cogs. And another pushback. They're able to save him.
Great angles too. Nowadays, you know, the cogs are very, you know, they block you completely if anything. The force staff downward, then the force staff from Katomi afterwards. Beautifully done. Tower though will fall.
Was the Metamorphosis popped? On the plus side though, it was under the duration of an arcane rune, so it won't be quite as long cooldown.
Yeah, I think it was Quinn who passed him that bottle from earlier that I saw. He was hanging on to it for some time.
Oh, what's it?
The tower is not dead.
I mean, these two, they're on the hunt. They'll get it now. Celery. He's got Tofu by his side, but Watson should be able to at least get the one of them. In with the hook. It's going to be another Flesh Heap stack here for the Pudge.
Celery sat there still hitting the tower, and he's like, team, the tower's not dead yet. Won't be able to finish it off, though, but they get a kill out of it. Amar continues to stay just consistently right next to this Terrorblades farm. You know, it's Watson who's done the heavy lifting now in the early game.
Yeah.
Now perhaps Amar is going to be able to bring it in.
I think so, right. It's a good dynamic when you have this carry Pudge that you have, this offlaner that's going to be able to scale in the physical DPS department.
And overall, look, Maron, he actually is going to have his Aghanims finished up, so more playmaking, more ways to be able to reset and get out of these cogs that could have been more problematic throughout this game. Yeah, he's got it done. Wisdom Rune. Nice try, Duracho. Not going to be able to take that one away. Amar is in position.
Now, what's the move now for Gladiators? It's a close game, very even on the numbers. Do you just sort of wait out the next Roshan? How much do they feel themselves that they can also sort of play the passive game and look to scale?
I think they're content to fight whenever meta's up. Especially if they can... I mean, Fishman is in a very deep position. I'm surprised he's still channeling. Oh, okay, he has a haste rune. Okay. I was like, whoa. Pretty deep. But yeah, I'd imagine that they'd be pretty keen to fight. Just lanes always have to be constantly dealt with. We're seeing these illusions from Amar being sent in always. But that being said, for Entity, definitely willing to fight, especially when they have all these ultis, in particular the Chaotic Offering. It still feels like one of the way more important one than Echo Slam so far in this game.
Fishman continuing to have the highest percentage of involvement in these fights out of the whole team. Both games as the Warlock Definitely one of the more active players on the hero.
Yeah, still scaling. And he is this time going to be going for that Ags. Earlier than going for, you know, his boots the bearing and stuff like that. And let's see if he does the trick. If does it still work?
What you saying when you're telling me about that?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it's a bit of a naughty trick.
Why? You drop the golem and then you backpack the Ags during the animation, so you get 2 strong golems rather than the reduced one. I don't know if they fixed it.
That sounds a bit naughty. That's.
I mean,
don't do that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Fishman, he's a good, honest player. He's not looking to do these little tricks.
That's fair. That's fair. He's got his 15 talent as well, too. One of my favorite talents now on the Warlock. Didn't mention it the last game. Didn't get to because it was too much, but it's a pretty ridiculous amount of attack speed that you do get from Upheaval. Although his heroes don't benefit the most from it, I guess, this game.
His golem, however.
His golem.
Does the golem gets that buff?
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So you're popping the solar crest on that, giving it the upheaval, and suddenly this golem's it's getting around.
They hurt. They really do. Keeping it consistent. Gold lead is just staying completely stagnant. Daracho, he is just getting crazy farmed, like the damage potential
But
from
so is
him.
Amar.
So is Amar.
Amar is keeping up with this TB.
Yep. The question's going to be is can they get on top of Daracho while also dealing with the pressure that Quinn, because Quinn is going to be soaking most of that pressure, so can they actually get on top of Daracho to prevent him from just being that glass cannon in the backlines? That'll be the test for Entity.
Have they got a smoke here? Yeah, they do. There we go.
How long on Roche? It should be spawning any second now. Yeah, 2 seconds.
Maybe they just smoke into the pit.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oop.
Mike?
I mean, this is probably the most important clash of the game here.
This one is gonna blow up the lead for one of the teams.
Yep.
You know, as you said, we've seen for pretty much for the last 5-10 minutes, it's been 1K, 2K gold difference. This fight will be explosive. We could even see some buybacks coming into play for this fight. Just to try and force it.
I think the supports in particular are holding on to it. I see, and Watson even. But yeah, the 2 supports on the side of Entity holding on to theirs. Yeah, they're smoking over. Amar, I think he does have his TP available, but okay, he has a TP available for bottom side. All right. He actually just finished up a Satanic too.
They're already walking into the pit, Gladiators. They're going to start this off.
Positioning.
Maroon.
I mean, a quick hook.
A little bit of an awkward start there.
That is very awkward.
Disengage, and now they can turn. They drop the wall down. Viper strike as well on towards Watson. What's supposed to be KB gets forced out to the side. Fishman getting fully focused. He may be the one left behind here. Celery on top of the wall. Look, they'll find Fishman. They probably need to bail out from this one Entity. The initiation gone wrong.
Let's see if, I mean, Malron maybe tries for some type of steal, but a fight, very unlikely. No BKB on Watson.
They're going to try and re-smoke up.
In. I mean, Amar, he still has his BKB.
Cogs are down then with the wall here. It's very difficult to get around towards the pit. They're not going to try. They're bailing out completely. They're not even going to try and risk going for a steal. So Gladiators, they'll hold the area and take the Roche.
An awkward initial go. I think Malron probably shouldn't be the first one trying to go in like that. I guess it just causes just panic from them. You know, they throw the hook, they throw this golem to try to protect him. And then it's like they actually just wasted so much. Watson's forced to pop BKB, and you can see he desperately needs it to be able to try to fight. I thought I'd see like just the Razor or the Pudge run in, or maybe just the Razor run in first, because they do have some ways to bail him out. But seeing the Shaker run in first, definitely not what I'd expected. Quinn now with the cheese, even harder to bring down, and TB Daracho, of course, with this Aegis now.
What are you trying to get done now? This game of Gladiators with Aegis and Cheesy. Are you looking for a high ground push?
You've got meta on cooldown. I think you can sweep the map and try to look for a kill or two, but then afterwards, when meta's up, you can start looking for a push. Maybe tier 2 can drop to some illusions.
Radiant's middle tower.
Daracho will step up. He's got some backup. Watson is in the area, thinking about it. Lands the hook.
Gonna get the hook. And the fear with the dead shot, kind of splitting Daracho for the rest of the team. They get the bite there, but to take him down the once. That's the edge is gone.
Have meta still.
Jump forward. Trying to time the initiation onto Daracho. Will get forced to the side, forced up to the high ground. Watson not going to hit the hook this time around, but he's in with the blink. Straight in on top of Daracho, and another good hit with the dead shot, fearing him away for the rest of his team. Daracho, he will get the Sunder up, but they're in with the Echo Slam. They're taking Daracho down. They'll lose Marine in return.
And they're on Quinn.
Hook shot back in for Celery. Wants to get in and control Amar, but Amar's got the BKB pop, stands his ground, turns towards Celery. They take Celery down. Watson, he will fall.
Quinn is cleaning up.
They can kite him out. Amar forced down to the low ground. Quinn blinks forward, closing the gap. Amar is going to opt for the TP out. They got ways to stop it. They don't. Amar will escape.
Good connections at the least, but Quinn, he's not dealt with it.
Oh, he's jumping in up to the high ground. He wants to start playing around with Fishman.
Fancy headband.
And he's got him.
Oh, that was cute. Pushes him down onto the low ground.
Hey, Fishman ain't having none of that. He's buying back immediately. They're looking to chase. He's going to drop the golem.
Quinn has a cheese.
in aggressively, drops the upheaval. Fishman, he wants revenge and he wants it now. They're looking for Quinn. Quinn pops cheese. Back at a full HP. But Amar's in with the static link. They'll surge Quinn, trying to get him away here from this Razor and the golem. Looks like it will work, Quinn. He'll survive.
Uh-oh. I mean, that's a very aggressive buyback coming out. Oh, is that the Ogre Smash actually catches Tofu? They should be able to clean him up.
Something, but indeed, as you say, with the investment put in there with the buyback and the golem dropped, not quite the core kill that Fishman would have hoped to set up for with that aggressive play.
They do catch Duracio, though. I don't think he expected them to just go straight to fight him, but he didn't have meta. He had actually nothing really to protect himself. But the amount that they have to commit for him, Quinn is able to get the cleanup. And Quinn actually found himself a regen rune right afterwards, so he's back up to full. I love this the shard on the Razor. You're seeing it multiple times there. Viper's trying to run away, and then it sucks him back in. And yeah, you see this. Look at that angle.
Probably would have got out of Horizon.
I think he was fine.
He had dead shot. Might have been a cooldown.
Big moments, though, for the side of Gaming Gladiators. But they do lose their Aegis almost immediately after having it, so... Duracio, now, I think he's starting to realize, he's like, I actually need BKB. Yeah, because with the BKB...
Next push with the BKB and with the meta, and potentially with the Roshan if they just want to keep things calm until that respawns. It's going to be a hard push for gaming, you know, for Entity to stop Gaming Gladiators at.
I still like how, even though like that last go, like it ends up not going great, it's like the idea of them just being like, hey, we still need to kind of cause this chaos in this game. Catch Gaming Gladiators off guard. And yeah, Watson just continues to land some cool hooks, even though they might not be the most successful now in these later stages. And yeah, there's the BKB. Was a meta pop, though, immediately from Duracio. So some downtime before they can actually look for any type of real push. Or they look for a fight almost immediately right now with it still active. That is the Aghanims now finished up for Katomi. So let's see what he's going to be able to make happen with this one here too, because he has a lens, so he has very far cast range.
Yeah, very intrigued to see how he uses this in the fights.
Because he could just effectively like just take someone out of the fight for 4 seconds, right, while they focus fire somebody else. So can be cool. Maybe he, while they're focus firing Duracio or something, he looks for the angle to just stop Tofu from going for saves or something. We'll have to see.
I mean, you don't think it'll be kind of used as a good save for Watson?
It could be. Like I said, there's so many weird potentials with it.
You're muted, you're disarmed, but I imagine you can still kick out damage with the old Rot and the Dismember, right?
True. Very true.
So we'll see what, we'll see Katomi's got his sights set on with the parting shot.
I've just never seen anyone, I guess we just don't see that much support Muerta either, but I just never ever seen anybody really prioritize it.
Could be some clutch plays to be had.
Yeah, it could be some cool stuff. We'll have to keep eyes on it. Meta, 60 seconds. At full, Aghanim is now finished up for the Warlock. Well, that looks interesting.
What the hell was that?
That looks really...
What was that?
The jetpack or something?
What did he just shoot out of him?
I guess there's something weird going on, I think, with jetpack there a little bit.
Let's hope this spell doesn't break the game, because it's been a good game so far.
Because what, he's jetpacked, he gets shot, and then he just goes...
I guess that's his soul.
Yeah.
That's his soul getting blasted out. But,
his soul continues jetpacking, or no, his soul does not, but he does. And, all right, cool.
No, I think that's how it's meant.
No, that makes sense, yeah.
We just don't get to see it.
No. Cool.
90% of you, they've probably never seen an Aghanim's Muerta.
Nope. And I think in the meantime also Amar, I think he soloed the Tormentor, right? Because I saw they got, so Katomi, he did get his shard, so I imagine that was from just the Eye of the Storm solo by Razor. And I think Fishman actually cut the mid wave with his golem from earlier. So there is actually no mid wave. And Entity looking to actually perhaps take a fight here, get a pick off. Watson, Ninja Gear's been found. Full Shiva's also found.
tanking up.
He is. His positioning also now a lot easier with this. Tomi also finding himself a telescope, so a very far cast range on all of his abilities. Dyrachyo, meta's back up.
Radiant are scanning.
Actually goes for an S&Y also.
Scanning.
Cool.
Dire's bottom
Guess he wants that status resist.
Oh, this could be rough for Entity.
Oh, weird. A little bit of weird force staffs, but
They're out.
bottom
Okay.
tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is
Marine's still around. Are they going to check up here?
he's got a gem. Oh my goodness. Good timing for that totem.
Very close indeed to them
Holy.
finding the angle for a hook shot.
That was close. No, wait, so am I stupid? He didn't have S&Y, right? He had something else, and then he just sold it and bought S&Y and BKB. Yeah, he had Yasha or Mantha on the...
I was going to say maybe he had a man.
I had Mantha, and I think he disassembled and sold the Mantha thing and bought S&Y. I'm being a little stupid. I forgot. I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure this is what he wanted because the status resist is so valuable versus Pudge and Earthshaker, so... Cool. I think what Aghanim is also has finished up onto Tofu as well recently, so a lot of purges, lots of cleanses that they also have to go through. In particular versus this Pudge, versus this Razor, heroes that thrive on mobility could cause problems that he can now just double purge onto them.
Dire's middle tower is under
Does not remove the
attack.
flesh heap though, so don't worry about that. Full Hex also finished up on Ace after the last fight. Also has his buyback, boosted travel at the ready, tier 4 token. This is another full item for Dyrachyo. Yeah, it looks like it, an MKB now. No more boots. But he's got the way to pierce through Amar's heavy amount of evasion. That butterfly, that trickster cloak, now there's an answer. Watson.
He wants to start something.
He's going in.
He's pretty far forward. Smoke on smoke.
We'll find two.
Mari's in!
Straight Echo Slam.
He's going to try and burst through the clockwork as quickly as he can, and he can, but Ace is in
Big
response
vacuum.
with a vacuum ball onto the three of them. Quinn jumps forward, focusing down the Shaker. Marin will be able to jump away with the chance, but the damage has been done by Quinn. They've taken Marin down. He'll buy back immediately. Gonzin be dropped on the back line, forcing Ace and Tofu back. Buybacks from both sides. Celery and Marin, the two to fall, immediately buyback.
Meta's down. Celery's back
He's
in.
going to go in with a hook shot. He's found the angle, but not going to be able to finish off the kill. They're retreating.
But they're on Watson.
Caught by the Hex, but he's able to put the BKB, turns with the hook, not going to get a catch on it. There's Katomi. He's only just able to get the Pierce the Veil off.
Amar.
And with
the
that, he might
trickster.
be able to survive. Amar may be the one who gets left behind here. Put the BKB, but he's caught by the ult Tofu. They'll run him down. He'll try and TP out with the remainder of his BKB, and it's not going to be enough to get out of there. Amar will live. They cut their losses. Ace trying to chase for more, but again, the 4 stars there in play to keep Watson safe up to the high ground, and all that action. Only 2 heroes going down for
How did nobody else go down? Great resets. I mean, we're just seeing what the 4 stabs, the seal totems, everything, resetting people all over the place. Somehow, only the 2 die. Roche back on the menu. How long on? I mean, Meta still down 80 seconds, but that's going to give him a little bit of leeway, and a full Aghanims now as well. I'm sure Dyrachyo probably wants that one.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, right? This point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Quinn's isn't very valuable this game. Neither is his Ace, so
No,
would have
it's
been
not
a
like
bit surprise.
there's a huge target he wants to punch.
No. How's the Lotus scenario looking? I got to check always because now there's some cheeses available. Looks like Tofu's got one greater healing Lotus, but I don't see any other. They used a couple from earlier, so no potential block of cheese just yet. And difficult moments because, yes, Celery doesn't have buyback, but he is not as important, I would say, as Malrone, who now does not have buyback. He has to be very careful with his upcoming positioning. 20 seconds on meta, but at this point now, you don't always need the meta to fight because he's got this Terror Wave. Watson?
I mean, he's looking for a fight again. The Gladiators are prepared.
All sticking in the area. Refresher now. Amar did do some magic with
did
it last time. They did lose the game, but he was the one who
that
actually...
one fight.
Yeah, he killed Dyrachyo single-handedly with this. And he has hit the 25 also, so he's got the big talents. What other items? Gonna get to point out all the other neutrals. I think there was a Martyr's Plate also grabbed from Ace earlier. Just trying to see which other ones did miss out on the hook.
Oh, nice setup here with the party.
Celery.
Allow for the hook. They'll drop the golem down onto Celery. Celery, he's as good as dead. So if they can get more, Amar trying to wrap around with the plasma field. Jump forward from Marine. They're getting in on top of Ace, but Ace, he's fine. He's back up to full HP there.
Amar.
He's trying to keep his, stand his ground against Duracho. He's popped the meta, but once it's in with a bite, they've caught the Terrorblade. Duracho's down the watch. If they can do it a second time, Ace jumping in an attempt to help out.
They're getting shredded.
Duracho comes out with the echo. It's dropped onto Duracho. It's pushed back as well by the dead shot. He'll get the BKB off. He's looking for a stun to target. He'll find it onto Amar. Duracho back up in the HP. Amar caught in the corner. He'll fall. Forced down to the low ground. Duracho, he's on the escape. But Marin, he's in ready to chase. Ready to finish him off with Kataomi. It's another shot hit. They take down Duracho.
Entity, what a play. The refresher really coming into play onto Duracho there. They shred him. Watson somehow survives too, 20% HP? I didn't even see where Watson was half of this fight. Everybody just completely clumped on top of each other. Yeah, I mean, that was mostly Amar's damage, though, coming into play. But again, these hooks, they do not care about just dropping ultis on the first target that they see.
No, definitely one of the benefits there we're seeing for the parting shot. Easy setup, right? 4 seconds in which the body of the hero is going to be kept in position. Easy hooked.
Yeah, look at Duracho. I mean, the damage, this Eye of the Storm. Look at everything just start to really rack up onto him there. And yeah, Duracho probably kicking himself a little bit because he used the meta right before he gets brought down instead of using the Terror Wave. So then he's only got a couple seconds there to bring down Amar. Thankfully, he finds the real Sunder target. Otherwise, even more of a disaster there, perhaps, for gaming.
Nearly getting out, but it's getting to the point. Even Kataomi with the damage coming out with his Pierce the Veil, it all adds up, and it's not a fun place to be as a Terrorblade against those right clicks of the Moeta once he's in the ultimate form.
Absolutely, and he did get, I think he was 20 right before that fight also, so the double dead shot, nothing to look over. Although I couldn't even see it inside the fights because I was mostly focused on the Razor.
Still with the gold lead, Gladiators. And Duracho closing on the 25, very close to having a Satanic. Should have that for the next fight.
That'll be huge.
And yeah, he'll get it now. He'll just sell up the SMY. He'll swap that out for the Satanic.
Feels more important that he's just able to get a reset somehow in the fight, rather than just live that little bit longer on his first go.
Now they'll go take the Tormentor. Which, is he the only one that hasn't got it? He is. So this will be a free shot for Duracho.
Oh, that's why he wants to do it now.
That's where the carries step up when everyone else has got one and he knows it's for himself.
Thank you.
There we go. So pretty much full slotted here, Duracho. Closing in on 5.
This game still can absolutely go any way, because now
really
also
can.
Fishman, he's about to have Refresher. So something you can never overlook is these double bonds, these golems being dropped down and everything too. Gaming still maybe slight, they have that slight lead over it all, but you got to watch out for these plays, these initiations, these wombo combo team fights that are going to be coming out from the side of Entity.
It really is, Gaming Gladiators, they may have the darks here, but overall team fight-wise, Entity, they have them completely trumped on that. If Entity can land the combos, it's not easy for Gaming Gladiators to survive ahead on 5v5.
A big talent though also now for Ace picked up. He's 25. So in this game, the AoE Surge definitely feels very valuable when he's playing versus like these upheavals and these fights that you've seen are just clustered in one area. Being able to just reset is definitely going to be all important. Yeah, Fishman, he buys. I don't blame him. He spends the gold for this Refresher.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, he hasn't really been caught out that much at all this game. Only 5 deaths.
He's played phenomenal.
On the Warlock, 9, 5, and 17.
Yeah, I mean, really the leaders of the charge in the first 15, 20 minutes, him and Watson.
Yeah, and at this point we're seeing, kind of Amar step into his element. And of course, Maureen just being able to make the recovery that he has had this game after a pretty miserable start against a Viper +2 supports. Playing against him.
It's such a difficult game for him, Like, he hasn't even been able to go for... You rarely see that, I didn't point it out, but the 20 talent, right? You rarely see now the echo damage talent being taken on the Shakers. They always take the totem damage, but he just kind of had to take this because he can't really do much with totems this game. How's Watson's 25 looking? Getting closer and closer.
Duracho's still a little bit away from the 25. I think Gladiators, they're definitely a bit hesitant about how they look for the next fight.
Amar.
Curry up. It's going to reveal some of the positioning. They know The Gladiators playing around this bottom half of the map, release some of them are. Tofu to the trees.
Ooh, nice
Try for
try.
the blind Fisher there. Maroon, but he won't get the connection.
Good attempt, though. They saw the courier, so. One minute till we find out how long that Roche will be. How much for all these buybacks as well, too. Malrone, he's going to have his ready. And very close to the two offlaners having theirs finished up. Quinn does commit his gold, though. So he wants to have that additional damage to be able to deal with this Razor. And also, Quinn, look at his damage now. Something has changed, hasn't it? Viper has now become universal.
372 right click on this man now.
He pretty much got a free double damage immediately when he hits level 25.
Bit of a different beast.
Yeah.
And this late game scenario.
Yeah, his damage, it really is through the roof now.
As I say, they have this lead, but they're being ever so careful about how they look for the next play. They know that these fights absolutely still can go in Entity's favor.
Yeah, I think they're looking probably to be patient, and perhaps it looks like for that next Roche, which will, so. 20 seconds. Or just pop it. How many Ninja Gears, actually? Sorry, I think we pointed it out just before, but I think I saw, like, what, 7 of them? Actually, not that many, but I lied. It's like 3 or 4, but whatever. All right, how fast is the Roche? It is almost max duration, so 3 minutes. Watson now hits level 25 as well. And they're feeling like this could be a timing. I mean, they have to also go scout the bottom side because the potential for that Roche being up, so a smoke coming out from Entity. This could be the big fight. Celery, Aeon Disc locked up, so ready for the initiation, ready to unlock. Because they actually have been throwing quite a lot onto Celery. He might be able to bait them and then unlock his Aeon Disc and just force sweat. Because he's been getting golemed and echo slammed and stuff like that. So yeah, this could be a cool little itemization here from him. Here comes the wrap.
I know they're in the trees, there's the jump! We'll look for Quinn, but Quinn's able to get the BKB off. The hook will catch him. The golems drop down. They have to dismount, but they're trying to focus on the defensive disruption comes out. Quinn's going to get bailed out of that jump upon him, but it doesn't matter. As soon as he comes out of the disruption, he gets completely and utterly destroyed. They're ready to look for more. Marrying over on the side. He's on top of the Shadow Demon, dropping the Echo Slam here in an attempt to finish off Tofu. Tofu will manage to kite him out. As Tofu on the escape, another jump forward with the enchant toe, and Fisher's back up. They take Tofu down. 2 dead on Gaming Gladiators. Make that 3. Was also finished off by Amar. They're on top of Duracho. Duracho trying to turn and stand his grab. The hook's back up as Watson pulls him back in. Fisher, a little bit off the mark. That's Maureen will have to keep his distance from Duracho. Now he's ready to get back in. Links forward, another enchant turn. Watson trying to step up. They do have to respect the damage to Duracho. But Watson, he's got the ghost.
Another hook.
He's able to keep himself safe from the right click. They have the control. Dismembers back up. They bring Duracho down. 4 dead on Gladiators.
Nobody dies on Entity. Maureen lives with 1% HP or something like that. What a wraparound. They got right on Quinn. Even though there's the save, he can't move. There's 4 golems on him. The Fissure almost worked against them there for a second, though. It actually trapped them from getting to Duracho at the start there, but a beautiful fight. These level 25s definitely making the difference. Watson just shreds.
Yeah, the team fights are just too much for Gaming Gladiators right now.
It was a lot committed, though. It is the double golems and stuff like that, but they get a very successful fight out of it.
He can keep chasing Ace for a bit here.
He can likely get him.
I think he can, especially with Katsuomi coming to help out. Hex in play, there's the silence.
Whoopsie.
A little awkward with the hook. It doesn't matter though. It's still a dead Darks here. An effective team wipe from Entity as they completely eliminate that lead that Gaming Gladiators had.
I really just love so many of these little itemizations that they've done here. Even Watson with this casual Ghost Scepter that, I think he's now gone for an E-Blade, but you could see how much it did. Duracho maybe perhaps being able to clean him up, though. But yeah, the Ghost Scepter comes into play. Roche, 10 seconds until it is going to be up.
I should have a good window to take it.
Yeah, Mar knows.
Keep eyes on him.
20 seconds, no Terrorblade, and Ace. If they want to contest, he's going to be forced to buy back.
They might just try running at them whilst they've got the number advantage.
Looks like they might, actually.
They're going to find him.
Celery.
Celery. Get out of here with the jetpack. He does have Tofu by his side. So it's going to be enough to save him. Echo Slam going to be dropped. They really want to kill the Celery off as Amar. He just charges past the tier 2. Forces the BKB out from Quinn. Tofu will hold back Amar for now with the disruption. But Maureen, he's jumping into the base. He's going to go up to the high ground. He may die for this. He will. Maybe a little bit of a the dive too far? Amar says definitely not. He keeps it going. He gets up into the base.
They're on Quinn.
Finishes off Tofu. Watson tries for the dive, gets pushed back by the fear from Duracho. Watson is in pretty deep. He's got the Ghost Scepter for now to protect him from the right clicks. The Terrorblade forced down to the low ground. Does get the reaction of 2 buybacks coming out from Gladiators' entity. They go for the dive, they get out. Sure, they lose Maureen, but they bait out 2 buybacks from the Gaming Gladiators.
I mean, that's huge. And they're also coming back up. The refresher, it's pretty much there for the Warlock. Soon 25 on Fishman also. Great dive plays.
Yep.
Great jump forwards. I mean, yeah, sure, the Shaker ends up dying, but causes that reaction.
Yeah, if you're getting 2 buybacks for it in a game that's this tense and this close, you feel perfectly fine about that.
He might have to buy back himself, though, to contest this Roche.
Oh, that would be risky. But you think it's necessary? He doesn't want to let his team try and go 4v5?
They're going to have buybacks as well on Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah.
Look how many of them are available. He might just have to. We'll have to see.
See if Maureen wants to get back in on this.
Mar, Watson, on the high ground.
Can you get
Is
the
he
hook?
Quinn?
Not going to get the latch. I mean, Gladiators, they're really going to want to try and go whilst it is 5 versus 4. See if they can at least force out the buyback from the Shaker and then reassess the situation.
They're looking for the wraparound. They're looking for the surround. Roche, it's going to start switching to topside.
And the entity, they're heading up there. Through the twin gate they go. Will Gaming Gladiators try and follow
Katomi, he's been left. Uh-oh, and he actually does not have buyback.
He's looking pretty dead.
Uh-oh.
No way out of this corner of the map for him.
Now they're definitely going to be fighting at the very least 4v5. No buyback on him. He spent his gold for the Hex.
And they could be quick, and there's no way that Maureen wants to buy back with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Fishman has pre-prepped the upheaval.
And they're ready for him. They have twin-gated right into this. What's supposed to be KB? Amar is going to be able to run down Quinn.
It's gone. Buybacks.
If you get anything more, looks over towards Ace. They're keeping Amar controlled. The golems are going to be dropped straight away down on towards the clockwork.
Amar's in trouble.
He's being fully focused. He's trying to withstand his ground, but the damage surely is too much. No, he's still alive.
He's alive.
Amar's still alive.
He's alive.
Can't quite kill him. Finally, he falls, but he got an awful lot done, and he'll buy back immediately. Duracho gets the double kill, but his BKB coming to an end. The fail bonds on the rest of the team as well. Gaming Gladiators holding their distance. Hook not to catch on a Celery.
Watson.
Hook drop back in. He wants to get in, close the gap on Watson. Watson.
E-Blade.
The E-Blade onto himself. Viper's tries still to be thrown down upon him. Tofu watching from the sideline, getting the poison stacked up. The disruption. Fishman by his side. See if they can go forward again.
Mars hit.
Buyback is ready for round 2. He's in under the Shadow Demon. They're taking down Tofu. They're taking out Celery.
Support's gone.
He'll manage to finish off Fishman.
Duracho, Watson's on him.
And Amar, he's ready to turn it out bad as well. Duracho completely surrounded. The buybacks paying off here for Entity.
Oh, what a play from Watson again. He even uses the hook as the mini stun there at the end of this member, stops the Sunder that comes out from Duracho. That might have been enough to get them the Roche.
Hot buybacks, quick calls as well. As soon as Amar's down, he knows he has to get back in. Helps them secure the team fight. And indeed at a point where Roshan will go to them.
Crazy buybacks coming into play.
And I guess with that buyback used, Amar, he'll be the one taking this Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, Watson has 8,000 gold in buyback. He actually can go for this refresher now. That refresher is also devastating. We've already been seeing him do so much work with only 1 BKB in fight. He's been controlling Duracho through majority of these fights. I cannot believe that Watson only has 3 deaths this game. Oh, and he actually gets given a free refresher, so doesn't actually have to buy it just yet.
There we go. He's just going to spend up, get the Ags done. And as you say, with the amount of gold he's got, he can do that. Still have the buyback available. And yeah, obviously with the buyback used from Amar, he's got the Aegis to keep himself safe, and he can start spending up his money as well. So looking towards getting that Swift Blink out.
Okay. I mean, that's now again. Yeah, he's going to have free position. I feel like he's already had godly positioning in most of these fights. Now he has consistent positioning. Guaranteed, in fact.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Aiming.
Yeah, if they want to force the high ground here.
Absolutely.
Only a little bit of a window, 20 seconds until Duracho's back up. Still definitely a chance to do some damage.
They have way more lives with Watson. Like, Watson can actually throw his body, buy back, and go again. And now they even have 25 on Katomi. Push is commencing.
Powering in. Hook.
Not quite.
Gotta be cautious now. The whole team back up for Gladiators.
They'll give respect to it, it looks like. Backing away.
Coming up to the 60-minute mark as well. We're going to see the big items this game.
Some really nice ones this game, too.
What's the big ones? What are they dreaming of?
I mean, all these Ex Machina is most ridiculous, but there's so many different things that they can actually do with these. I mean, Book of Shadows definitely have merit even in this one. But I think everybody wants to see a Giant Ring Pudge, probably, but whatever. Honestly, actually, Mirror Shield maybe. I'm really trying to think about it because maybe this Mirror Shield also on like Dota2 could also be one of the bigger things, but Ex Machina usually ends up being one of the most ridiculous. I will have to say, I mean, 1 minute, maybe we don't even get to see them.
Gladiators, they're getting out on the map. Trying their chances at catching Entity in a state where they're split up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, these golems continue, they're becoming even more of a problem too, as we see their 25's been hit. I think mostly Dota2 kind of the only one who can really address them at this point. I think Quinn even though he's universal at this point, I saw him hitting them before and he wasn't really doing a whole lot.
No, they don't kill them quick.
No. Yeah, it looks like we are going to get blessed with the 60-minute items.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gladiators happen to be more in a position where they should be able to farm up a few of them first.
Any 60-minute Midases being purchased? Looking around.
I guess all the Midases have left the game at this point,
I think
right?
all, yeah, but we sometimes see them buy it, right?
No, sure.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the luxury to do so with their money? I mean, Marine's got a lot of cash.
Oh god, imagine he buys his
Just
Midas
rebuys
again.
the Midas. Doesn't get some of these guaranteed neutral drops.
Are they going to stack the Ancients on gaming? Yeah. Usually, sometimes you see teams do this. Just stack up the Ancients so you have the highest chance to be able to get these items.
Get some of the good stuff.
They also get a DD spawning bottom.
Yeah, they stay under this ward.
All right, let's see what
they're able to kit themselves up with a good old neutral.
Pirate Hat. Infinite gold for the team.
Get those guaranteed buyback money, basically.
A Universal Viper with a Pirate Hat also is pretty beastly, and yeah, I think Mirror Shield for Dota2 seems like the best one since he's playing versus this Pudge and playing versus these Hexes and stuff like that, so same to be said even for Melrone, though. Not as important, I would say, for him to have a Mirror Shield, though, as it is for Dota2. And Giant Razor. I don't think I've seen this cosmetic, the set of Razor with a Giant Ring just yet.
Look at him go! It's pretty terrifying.
He's breaking the ground, but is he touching the ground? I guess now he is. Such a powerful storm that he's creating.
Force boots for Ace.
Ex Machina for Watson. That is definitely pretty beastly.
Pirate Hat for Tofu. They really just want to be making the money on Gladiators.
Okay.
A couple of Pirate Hats.
Oh, man, I really wish we could see what options they get, right? Because what if Tofu probably didn't get a Seer Stone, or maybe he just thought that they just needed as much gold as possible?
I've got to imagine he didn't get a Seer Stone.
Right?
I think he's
a Seer Stone you probably take every
time. They got both supports, dude. They got triple Pirate Hat. They love the money, Gladiators.
Well, Celery, can he get away?
They got him. But yeah, I don't think I've seen a triple Pirate Hat.
No.
In quite some time. Maybe for
the gem. They forgot. No. The gem.
Oh. Easy recovery. Celery was never worried. But yeah, when it comes to buyback gold, that's definitely not going to be an issue for Gladiators.
No, definitely not.
It's going to be down to the cooldowns.
Yep, 1 minute 40 up on Quinn.
Refresher done on Malrone, so he's got the double slams.
Holy moly, I mean, the Wombo combo definitely could just be absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, that's the real concern for Gladiators and what's caused so many issues for them in the last few team fights that they've taken. Entity just coming out on top back-to-back in the last few fights. 62 minutes in, game 3 of this best of 3 in the lower bracket. The loser, they're out.
Don't think we could have gotten blessed with a better one either. It's a Pudge core versus a TB, and we're hitting this
pretty well. I don't think a lot of people expected this sort of back and forth action coming into the series. Entity, they were absolutely coming in as the underdogs in this matchup, but today they have definitely won over quite a few fans, I think, with their play style.
I mean, coming in as the underdogs and coming in with 2 stand-ins.
Yeah,
that is the other thing too.
These stand-ins looking pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe those Entity players sweating their boots a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. And Pirate Hat also. Fishman says, you know what? I'll join the fray. I guess it's a support day for Pirate Hat and Katomi as well.
Something about these supports.
I mean, Katomi's makes the most sense, though, right? Because he's actually going to utilize it, but 5 Pirate Hats.
That's a lot of money. Did get buffed, right?
True.
You know, that little bit of plus 15 movement speed, right? That came in one of the patches recently. And it was more, because it used to only be 100 attack speed, right? It got buffed either way.
I think that was quite some time ago, but...
Oh, that was about what? Okay.
A year ago, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, we've got late game Halberd picked up by Amar.
Okay. I mean, sure. Why not? It's a lot of survivability, especially playing versus the double range cores. Debuff immunity now also on the clock. All the 25s even being hit on the supports that usually don't get to see it. So Tofu probably also hitting his soon.
Gonna get some pretty crazy action for sure soon. I mean, about 15 seconds, everybody, all 10 players, will have their buybacks good to play with.
And how many boots of travels do we have also? Because I think almost all the players also have at least some sort of boots of travel or something. Most of them do.
There we go, 64 minutes in. All buybacks at the ready.
Oh, baby.
Dead even on the net worth.
I actually think that Katomi's going to be killing our heroes a lot now in these fights, too. Like, this is no joke.
That's the thing.
It's a support Muerta, but he's got the attack speed now as well, too.
He does.
Level 30. Wait, is he the first level 30?
Who?
Malron. He is! The one who suffered the most in the game. Look at me now, baby.
Look at him now.
Yeah, you pick Viper last pick mid versus me. Refresher now for Ace. That D's team. All right, this is going to be so hard to keep track of. The walls, the vacuums, force boots, etc.
The parting shots, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely not going to be looking for those. Maybe as initiations. Holy moly.
I don't know if Gladiators want to step outside of the base. I feel like they have to take the fight from the high ground. It's so scary. Watson and Maori, they're on the hunt.
And these two, they'll kill pretty much anybody they find. The damage, the burst from this Pudge. Double bites. And those would be pretty opportune moments if they find it too. Daracho is, of course, swapping in his ninja gear and his mirror shield, so there could be those moments where they catch him off guard with the ninja gear in. It's unlikely, but... Wait, what the?
He's going for the disperser.
No, I meant the Hurricane Pike on the
I
Warlock.
thought you meant the 65-minute defusal on Quinn.
No, that would make a little bit more sense. Yeah. It's the Hurricane Pike on the Warlock. I mean, I guess he just wanted to upgrade his slot from the Force Staff.
I mean, dude, he's got a pirate hat, bro. He's ready to right-click. He's ready to be that ranged DPS. Let's go.
All right, Disperser's online. Quinn, no buyback for 650, but they're going to Pirate Hat dig it up probably.
Yeah, with the triple Pirate Hat.
If he does.
I'll make that money back in a few seconds.
I mean, he also can sell his treads, so.
Is he not using his Pirate Hat?
He's not digging, though. I'm
These cores, you know, he's made his supports pick up too. He better make sure he uses his own one.
Let's see this positioning. Roche, it's up. Illusions to scout.
Who's in first? Amar. Finds Celery. We'll blink back for now. Katomi caught on the side. They're trying for the hook to get him out of there, but Katomi's sort of trapped in.
Well, that fissure.
But Watson, he's going to throw himself into the midst of the fight. Gets it on the front lines, but they've lost Katomi. Watson is getting fully focused down by Daracho and Quinn. They'll drop the golems. Can he get the bite off? He can. Watson, he's healing up. He gets the bite off onto Quinn. Triple buybacks almost going to go around. No, Quinn, he doesn't have enough money. He can't buy back for this one. They bought back on Daracho and Tofu. But Watson is still alive with the BKB. He's able to blink out away from Celery. Turns, he's ready to walk, maybe back up as jump fall from Marin over towards Celery, over to the side. Ace getting fully beat down by Amar. Triple kill for Maroon.
How is Watson still alive? And Quinn just didn't have the buyback.
He didn't dig.
Yet.
I mean, he's got the buyback
He's got it now, but he didn't dig.
I mean, if he dug earlier, he would have had buyback in that fight, and maybe they could have put more into it, but that's what you get if you're a core and you're not digging.
These fights are way too chaotic. I think there was 11, how many, 5, 6 fissures that went off inside the fight or something like that.
Triple buyback from Gaming Gladiators, so much invested in that fight that they do not come out on top of. Entity, they're the ones in the Roshan.
It's too much counter initiation and everything. Watson dropped to
I mean, they couldn't kill him.
20% HP and then boom, he just gets that dismember off.
It was so close to him not getting it as well, but I mean, being able to just have the foresight to just throw himself into the center of the fight as well. As soon as Katomi sort of gets that awkward start, and Watson doesn't care. He knows that he's still strong enough to just get straight in there. As long as he can get in the face of one of these cores and in front of the Viper, in front of the Terrorblade, and get that bite off, it's so hard for Gaming Gladiators to bring this Pudge down.
Yep. Big control, big heals. Onto the high ground, 40 seconds, no Quinn.
Muerta with the Aegis.
Oh. I guess he's the one who used the buyback, right? So.
I guess, I mean, it looked like Maroon was making a slot for it. As he's got an empty slot right now. He's queuing up a Rapier. We'd love to see it. We don't get to see Rapier Shaker every day. They don't want to use the buybacks to the Aces.
No. Golem's back up in 40 seconds. Entity. Buildings are falling.
He's buying the Rapier.
Is he actually committing?
He's got it.
He actually did.
He's got it. He's ready to finish this game off in style.
I mean, there's a couple different styles that you could be talking about. Perhaps. I think he should be fine, but they've got to be a little bit careful. Oh, look at the money for bounties. Continue to just fly up there. Full Ags now also. Amari's going to be able to eat that one, and his potential just continues to grow and grow and grow. Just too much. This world, I mean, it's just hard for them to really find anybody at this point. Everyone's so tanky. It's like somehow they would ideally want to take out Fishman before some of these fights or everything, but the Pudge just jumps in. The Razor just leads the charge, so he's always getting every single golem, everything off.
Duracho with his buyback expended, he's also spending it. Picks up a rapier as well.
And the Moonshard consumed. I think maybe he did that before, but...
Arcane Blink, nice.
Who's got that one?
Fishman.
Oh, Fishman's got it too. This is the most luxury Warlock I think you'll ever get to see.
He's stacked. That Pirate hat paying off. Making money for himself and the lads. 25k lead, they have this Aegis entity. Definitely feels like they could be one good fight away from closing this series up.
Yeah, I mean, those last two fights in particular, they had such clear success on them.
The Rapier on Duracho definitely has to be respected though. If they do not manage to jump this Terror Blade, and Duracho can keep his distance, he will clean up.
Duracho did show it. He sent an illusion out, so they did at least identify the fact. I don't know if they pinged it or anything, but they should have seen it on that illusion.
You gotta be... Oh, Watson!
Amar ready to charge in also.
Gonna jump in return. They get the Hex off. Katomi, he's actually gonna look for the initiation. Goes in with a parting shot, and they drop the Golem. They've got the catch straight away. They're looking to get rid of the Shadow Demon as they're in on top of him. Watson's able to help finish him off. That's gonna be Tofu out for 2 minutes, no buyback.
Amar?
Metamorphosis, the damage here for the Rapier on the Terrorblade, enough to bring down Amar. He has got buyback available, Amar, if they want a full commit for this. There's 2 minutes, no Shadow Demon available.
He went a little bit too deep. Another hook won't connect. Amar just got, I mean, that time Quinn was actually able to stand his ground with Duracho and hit him. And that's a big expansion. That's the Golems. All 4 of them being expended.
Let's see if they can hold 4v4 here, Gaming Gladiators. Doesn't look like Entity want to try and push the issue, expend the buyback, and try and punish the Shadow Demon being dead. It's just the one of them dead.
Thinking about going again.
See what they can do with the 4 of them. Maybe Forster can find another hook.
Oop.
Not that kind of hook.
Not that one. Now these parting shot setups are actually working though. Now we've seen it a couple times here.
Good solid, what, 4-second period in which the hero's held in position, and the hook's an easy one to hit.
Another attempt, Watson.
He's fishing for something.
A wall
It's going to be chopped down.
A hook connect.
It's time to hit, but the Linkers is there.
Pops his Machina.
I mean, Maro was able to snipe the top racks there. Of course, doing heavy damage with the charge of the Rapier. We'll see them try and jump in on towards Watson.
He's beefy.
But the BKB's still out. Dismembers at the ready. He's got the controller on towards Ace. Ace is going to get forced up to the high ground. Surge up. He's away. Ace escapes.
Parting shot. Duracho controlled. And the racks, they will get taken out in the meantime.
Doing a nice little bit of ratting here with the Enchant Totem and the Rapier.
They tried to commit because he's been doing that. They tried to actually go for this bottom fight, but yeah, can't actually quite finish off these targets. But Tofu will get time to be able to respawn more and more digs.
And some more level 30s as well. Watson grabs the Wisdom Rune. He's up to level 30 on the Pudge.
Boy.
Super hard to kill now.
How much strength did he just gain from that? What, like 20? More? Maybe more than that? I can't even tell, actually. He did gain quite a bit of HP from it.
Just a refresher all done. Kataomi as well.
Yep.
He's also closing in on the 30, just about to hit 29.
I could see him actually start trying, like, getting damage items maybe if he would like to,
if
right?
He wants to.
If he does feel like he wants to. Maybe they feel like they have enough, but keep those digs going. Fishman, you too. There you go.
Might at least see him turn that 4-staff up into a Hurricane Pike, as Fishman has.
Yep. Or the Blink into upgraded, we'll see.
Yep.
I mean, first and foremost, of course, save the buyback. And there comes the casual Vlads. He's going for the Helm of the Overlord. He's like, Solar Crest, I'm not even clicking this button anymore. All the little things do matter at this point in the game. 1 minute left on a lot of these buybacks, Duracho in particular. Entity trying to take advantage of the fact that 3 of them do not have buyback on game.
They can force this within this minute. Could be quite the sweet spot.
Positioning, Katomi.
He's going to try and start something.
Parting shot.
There with the disruption. It's going to stop the chance of them getting the hook. Still, the Watson wants to go in with the BKB. Ace is able to separate himself. They drop the golems down. Fishman, he's caught himself in on the front lines. Will force back, but Quinn's got the damage to bring him down. Fishman falls.
Did he blink in?
I mean, they're going to jump forward. They're able to get his opposite Duracho. The controls there. They're able to blow Duracho up. He's out for 2 minutes and no buyback available still for 45 seconds upon him. As Entity.
Hook shot.
They're going to try and push up for more. The controls there for Celery won't manage to trap and kill Marone.
These golems are killing Quinn.
I mean, they've got the bite back up. The controls there to lock down the Viper. Quinn will immediately buy back. Amar blinks across. Disruption will be used defensively in an attempt to keep him safe and alive. But Tofu falls, 2 dead without buyback.
Can Watson get out?
Quinn trying to dish out the damage here with a poison attack. Can they bring Watson down? They can. They found the pudge, but an immediate buyback comes out. They know the Gaming Gladiators are at a disadvantage with the state of the buybacks. Fisher to catch on to Quinn. Quinn caught by the pike, trying to get the static link in. He's up to the base.
Duracho in 8 seconds.
Amar, he's thinking about diving, but he gets dragged back in. The fountain is beating Amar down. He's going to get beaten up. Hooked there. They drag Quinn out of the fountain. Fisher to follow up. Quinn, he's out for good.
Duracho's got the buy. Can he hold?
They're trying to end Entity. They're looking for the tier 4s. Marion and Amar pushing on. The fortifications back up, and now the buybacks are back in play. Duracho back in the game.
They're on him. The save.
Disruption. Tofu trying to do his best to bail Duracho out of the situation. He turns with the Metamorphosis, looks over towards the pudge, but Watson steps up. It's too much magical damage for Duracho to live through. Duracho goes down again. A die back on him. As Entity they push on forward. Another shot. The parting shot from Katsuhomi sets up for another. 5 dead. The team wipes there. It's going to be game over. They're going for the tier 4s, going for the throne. As Entity,
they've done it.
They're going to be able to knock out Gaming Gladiators here at the start of the lower bracket.
Wow, what a play. Honestly, just all over the place from everybody, but Malrine at the end, the clutch double echo, kind of sealing the deal, takes down Duracho, makes this fight awkward, and they've done it, Owen.
Wow.
Holy crap, what a game.
What a day for it.